Sex has long been used as a tool of advertisers to sell everything from kitchen utensils to cars, and in recent years there have been growing concerns about the impact a culture of raunch and titillation is having on children. At a conference in Sydney today, evidence has been presented that it's sexualising children as young as 3, and several speakers have gone so far as to accuse the advertising industry of adopting the same methods as sexual predators. Lucy Carter reports.
It's no secret that sex sells. For decades, images of scantily clad women and men have been used to peddle products. But now, experts say they're seeing strong evidence of what this culture of raunch is doing to children. Social researcher Maggie Hamilton says teachers, parents and medical professionals are reporting serious issues.
We're seeing a new level of sexual assault happening in primary schools. We're also seeing sexting happening from little girls 8 up who are taking photos of themselves topless and sending them around to little boys age 8 or putting it on the net. We're seeing identification with a very sexualised kind of persona.
Writer and social researcher Melinda Tankard-Reist says she's sickened by deliberate marketing, often with sexual undertones, to children as young as 6 months.
They're very callous. I mean, this is one of the reasons we use the term corporate pedophilia, because corporations are, in a sense, abusing children. They're driving childhood out of children, and we see this as a systematic assault on childhood.
Both women are speaking today at the Right to Childhood conference in Sydney. Maggie Hamilton says her research indicates that modern advertising is becoming increasingly exploitative, especially towards children.
I've done a paper recently which looks at how the corporations do market products, whether it is clothing or cosmetics or whatever, toys, to kids, and interestingly, they use exactly the same tools as sexual predators do to groom children. They actively try to separate kids from parents in the kind of languaging, we're cool, your parents are kind of idiots. They offer gifts, they pretend friendship, etc., and most importantly, they raunch up the material over a period of time. And with a sexual predator, that means then a child is willing to start to do whatever. And with the corporations, it means the children don't resist spending.
Melinda Tankard-Reist says parents must take a stand against advertisers selling to their children.
Parents need to be vigilant. They need to not buy into the culture.
Social researcher Maggie Hamilton says parents must also recognise the world their children are growing up in and be sympathetic towards it.
Kids don't need a 40-year-old best friend, but they do need parents who are actively engaged and nurturing, who have an open culture in the house, who are prepared to talk about anything and everything.
Ms Hamilton says the government also needs to act.
I never thought I'd say this, but we do need far more regulation. One of the problems with the Advertising Standards Board is that it is an industry regulated body, and I think that's inherently flawed.
But the Chief Executive Officer of the Advertising Standards Bureau, Fiona Jolly, disagrees. She says the current system of self-regulation is working.
The advertising self-regulation system provides more effective outcomes than any legislated scheme in Australia could. We have compliance with board decisions across the board by advertisers. We have an accessible, transparent, a robust system, and we do research regularly to make sure that the decisions of the board broadly meet the community standards.
The CEO of the Advertising Standards Bureau, Fiona Jolly, ending Lucy Carter's report.